Allison Lonergan Grimes, Kentucky Secretary of State. Secretary, good to have you.
Thank you, Neil. Glad to join you.
All right. Now, I'm sure the crowds are bigger. Maybe other polling points. Maybe this particular Lexington one isn't showing it yet. How do Kentuckians normally vote? Later in the day? How does it go?
Well, we are seeing light turnout across the Commonwealth today, especially for Republicans. Thanks to Rand Paul, the Republicans actually held a caucus back in March, so I spent the better part of my time trying to educate folks across the state, especially our Republicans, that they actually have a reason to get out and vote today, U.S. Senate races as well as U.S. House races and local races across the Commonwealth. But we are expecting turnout likely to be above where we were 4 years ago, and around 20%, approximately 1 in 5 registered Kentucky voters showing up today.
All right. Now, of course, we have more people than we had 4 years ago, so maybe that isn't a big deal. But you do think that that you'll still have a respectable showing. I guess what I'm asking as well is this is, I guess, a closed primary, right, Secretary? By that, independents, outsiders cannot vote. That is something that presumably would help Hillary Clinton. Do you agree that this is a perfect state for her to win?
Well, I think the dynamics are different in this state than they are for, say, in West Virginia. It is a closed primary. Independents cannot participate in the partisan election, but we do still have a host of judicial races that are up that they can participate in. And importantly, our deadline for those that are already registered, if you're going to change your affiliation, if you're already registered, was at the end of last year, December 31st. New registered voters obviously could affiliate up through April 18th. But at the end of the day, participation, it's not just factors upon the weather. It's things like the ability for early voting, and we don't have that here in this state.
Interesting. That's interesting. Secretary, you know, Hillary Clinton has a huge delegate lead. She wants to switch the drama now, not so much to whether she closes the deal soon, although she could. She's 143 delegates shy. But who she's going to pick as her running mate. And virtually all the names I've seen have been even more liberal than she, if possible. So I'm wondering, given the fact that you're a moderate leader in your state, whether moderates are just being pushed aside in favor of doubling down on going hard left.
I think that what we saw from Secretary Clinton coming, especially over this past week, she and her family have been focused on the Commonwealth, not because of some mathematical equation that's necessary for the nomination, but because of the connection that they have with the state and especially its people, especially the eastern part of Kentucky. They know under President Clinton what the economy was like, and her focus to try to revitalize, especially.
No, I understand that. I understand that, Secretary. I'm sorry I wasn't clear, but that a lot of the choices that are apparently on that short list of potential running mates, they're pretty hard left men and women. I mean, is that wise?
You must be privy, Neil, to something that I haven't seen yet, and obviously I've spent quite a bit of time with Secretary Clinton over the past several weeks, and her focus remains on talking to people all across this nation, especially in Kentucky, about her plan to revitalize the economy.
All right, Secretary, thank you very much. Allison Lonergan Grimes, the Kentucky Secretary of State.